Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, why, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to have to call him names. They never left. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. This song has just always been so upsetting to me. Oh, God! No, no, no. I can never make it through the song without getting the sweats. It has something to do with Rudolph's eagerness to fit in. Despite his efforts, he was ostracized by his peers. They used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Well, why didn't Rudolph say to those narrow-minded bucks, "Fine, I don't want to be part of your reindeer games. Fine." What are reindeer games anyway? He couldn't confront them. He wanted so much to be accepted, so he turned his anger inward. He beat himself up. He was mad at himself for being special. He thought it was all his fault. He felt worthless and low. And then one foggy Christmas Eve, when they were desperate for life, Rudolph was their only recourse. They only included him for his nose. They would have removed it if they could have, but tough, all of Rudolph came with it. He became their living foghorns. Then all the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee. Well, I say, it's too little, too late. Yeah. See, I always admired Rudolph. He was like an inspiration. He let go of his hurt and need for revenge, and he stayed focused on the bigger picture. He said, sure, I'll be your headlights. I'll be your high beams. Low beams. You're supposed to use low beams in a heavy fog? I never understood that, no matter how many times I watched that Travis Anyway, my point is, I could never do what Rudolph did. He was so selfless. I mean, he was indeed welcomed by the majority, but there's a bitter sweetness to this final acceptance, because after that night, he became a beacon, a star. He was still alone. He stuck out when no one liked him. And he stuck out when he was a hero. So he would never blend in. So therefore, he would never be truly happy. Rudolph! If you're listening, you would have made a great Plaid. What about Frosty the Snowman? Huh? I mean, does anyone in here realize the sheer terror that that song evokes? I mean, how could you let your kids listen to that? Thumpity-thump-thump, thumpity-thump-thump. Frosty's heart is pounding in his desperate attempts to outrun the Grim Reaper, his own death, the final meltdown. Don't even get me started on the big brother implications of he knows when you're sleeping and he knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so... Sorry, really I am. If I could just think of a song I didn't have issues with.